Craig, 49ers, man. As you see the title, Mr. Irrelevant throws a Brock party. What? Uh-oh, here's Mo. He picked the Bucks. He was crazy as a bug, man. Mo, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, man. I was just asking Craig, what does he think about Craig? So what you think about the Brock Purdy, first rookie to beat Tom Brady? I never knew this was a stat. I didn't know Tom Brady was like 7-0 against rookies, but I guess because he was with Belichick, that makes sense.
No, that's not right.
What was he against rookie quarterbacks?
He was just undefeated against, I guess, quarterbacks that made their first start. But
okay.
Up until because he did lose to
Lamar.
He lost to Pickett this year. He did lose to, I think he lost to Lamar too, but he lost to Pickett this year.
Oh, so it was quarterbacks making their first start. Okay. Thank you for that. So how far can Brock Purdy take the 49ers?
But just like last week, I was high on the 49ers just because they have the best defense, or one of the best defenses in the NFL. They have guys around Purdy that can make plays. Like, he didn't really do a lot last week. He had under 200 yards passing. The defense obviously did their thing. And, he has Chris McCaffrey in the backfield, Deebo Samuel, who's hurt, but hopefully the injury's not too serious. I think he's going to be able to come back at some point this season. Brandon Ayuk, and then you have Kittle. So you have guys out there. All Brock Purdy has to do is just not turn the ball over, not force the ball in the tight situations, not try to be Aaron Rodgers or something like that, or Patrick Mahomes and make ridiculous plays, or try to make ridiculous plays. Just go out there and run the offense. Be Alex Smith, basically, like a game manager or something. Just manage the game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just go out there and try to get around 200 to 230 yards passing, little short dump off passes or screen passes or whatever to Christian McCaffrey, and just try to work the ball down the field that way and keep your defense fresh, and they'll be fine. Like, obviously they're not going to boo a 35-7 spot, but every week. But who knows? They have a really good defense, so that's pretty much all you really need from Purdy at this point. Just not to turn the ball over and not to be a hero, and just make the right play, just make the right read. I know it's quarterback position, and you ask him to do all this stuff in a X amount of time, but that's why he plays quarterback. So I think they'll be fine. I think looking at I think this is a big game for them coming up. I think they'll still win the division, but just in terms of it's pretty much, I think it's his first road. It is his first road game. So first road game, short week against a division rival who's coming off of a big loss, and I think it's going to be. They've already beaten this team once early this season, so I expect kind of the same thing. I expect them to get about 200 yards passing, leaning on Ayuk and CMC for the most part, and just doing what he did last week and when he came in and filled in for Garoppolo. Just not turn the ball over, and I think he's going to be fine. He's proven that he can be trusted out there. So, I think he's. It's hard being like Mr. Irrelevant and turning that around, but he's doing it. So until he proves me otherwise and does a Mitch Trubisky like he did last week with 3 picks, I'm gonna keep rocking with Brock Purdy.
Yeah, the biscuit. That was his nickname, man. I'm gonna forever say that. That was his nickname in college. Brock Purdy. So the good thing is, I agree with you, Craig. And listen, if Jimmy, no disrespect to all the Jimmy Garoppolo lovers that are out there, but if Jimmy G can run the 49ers offense, I think Brock Purdy can. I think if he limits his mistakes, game manage it, and gets it to the playmakers, then they'll be okay. Their defense is phenomenal, and their defense doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So it just looks like they're gonna have the same defensive pieces back next year, and then they got cap space because they'll have two potentially rookie quarterbacks. We'll talk about that another time of, you know, who starts, because if Brock Purdy leads them deep in the playoffs, but that's a great problem to have, right? That's what NFL franchises want to have. Two good quarterbacks on the roster. So I think the 49ers are fine. I got them, we'll talk about this later, but I kind of got them winning out. Their defense is just that good, and they have so many playmakers. And also, before I go to Mo, did you know that he's thrown 3 deep passes and Jimmy G only threw 2 the whole time he was at San Francisco? Because San Francisco knows Jimmy G limitations. And they let Brock Purdy rip it. So it's very interesting, but I think they can. I mean, this is the time of year that you want to play defense and run the ball. So I think San Francisco 49ers in a good spot. All right, Mo, what you think? Brock Purdy?
I mean, when your defense is elite like that, they're gonna be in every game. I don't think, I think as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, if they're able to run it well, they're gonna be in every game. I like his confidence. He's coming out there. He has nothing to lose. I mean, I feel like he had nothing to lose in this sense because you're the third quarterback. You're a 7th-round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the defense is top. Somebody might look at him if he throws picks, but I like what I see. And I think if they win tomorrow, they win the division. Even if they lose tomorrow, they still can win the division the following week against us. So the division pretty much locked up. I need San Fran to win tomorrow. So I like what I see, and I think they're going to win tomorrow. I think Seattle's going to come out motivated, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
But I can see it being very close, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. All right. Corey, how far do you think Brock Purdy could take the 49ers?
I mean, I believe I mentioned it last week, but honestly, as long as that team can stay relatively healthy, I think they can make a run at a Super Bowl, much like Tampa Bay did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or 3 years ago, whatever it was now. They're built pretty similarly to that team. They've got a lot of talent at the skill positions. They've got a really good defense. And as long as the quarterback goes out there and doesn't blow the game for them, you can win that way in the playoffs. I mean, I don't know if their defense can get on the dominant level streak that Tampa Bay did in that Super Bowl run, but the Niners have a really good defense, and there's nobody in the NFC that scares me. So, I mean, I know Philly's got 1 loss right now, but there's still a lot of question marks for that team. They're a really young team, and a lot of those 49er guys have been there before. They've got some experience on that roster. So I like their chances as much as anybody in that conference, honestly.
Yeah, I love it, man. This is going to be interesting because if they go like to the championship game, then it's going to be like, how good is Jimmy? There's no need to bring Jimmy G back because they got Trey Lance and Brock Purdy.